World Sports Game Vision is back in the building. Another live edition. Just jumping in real quick. I was up, so I was like, man, might as well jump in live. Hope you had a great weekend. A great Sunday. It's Monday morning. Sunday the most still. Who haven't went to sleep yet. Um, yeah, a couple things. Again, not gonna jump in for a long time. Hank with Sports Game Vision. Before I move forward, make sure you hit the like button. The like. It helps to grow the channel. Hit the subscribe, the follow, comment in the comment section as well. But yeah, but basically, we're gonna talk a little sports and of course the presidential run. I know you see the tag on the screen. But the first things first I want to talk about was, did you actually see what's up, Cole? What's up, Cole? Salute. Um, yeah, did you see the World Games? Team USA with South Sudan. That was a crazy game. They were playing, man. It was balling. I couldn't believe my eyes. Um, Missed that first quarter. Had to jump in real quick, like, whoa, what's going on here? Um, Ended up watching the rest of the game, and yeah, shout out to Luau Dang putting that team together, formed it. Him and a couple other people helped form that team for the national team for South Sudan. I read an article about a year ago or so, and he had to piece people together. It was a country that just got formed within the last 13 years, broke away from the main country and created their own. But yeah, I mean, piecing that team together and being that competitive against Team USA men's basketball was, amazing feat. You probably could do a movie out of that. That would definitely be a TV movie, a LeBron James production or something. Since he was in the game, I'm sure his company will probably produce the movie for Amazon or Netflix or something. But yeah, it's crazy that it was that close. You wouldn't expect it to. I forgot how many points they said they were predicted to have on a jump on Sudan before the game started, but it was considerable. I know that it was a considerable amount of points, but they end up winning the game. Yeah, they're very athletic, Cole, very athletic. And we had a former Laker on there. I can't say his first name right. I think it's William Gabriel. I liked him when he was on the Lakers, honestly. You could see potential there as well. But yeah, they got some good pieces on there. And whoever's not on a squad for the coming season, I think they're gonna definitely get some looks, especially my man, forgot his name. Two of them, Seuss starts with an S, and the other guy, yeah, Winion. But the other guys that was balling, Sudo, and the other guy, the lighter complected guy. He was balling too. They definitely probably gonna get some looks this coming season from a squad. I'm hoping so. But yeah, shout out to Luau Dang putting that together, and it's just showing you, man, the world is here. They done caught up pretty much. Thor. So what is the guy's name? Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Um, Wayne Gabriel. I see him. Um, Let me pull it up here. I know I documented him. Yeah, man, like this. I remember the original Dream Team, and the reason it's a couple of reasons, but the biggest reason they put that Dream Team together with David Stern put that Dream Team together. Number one, the rest of the world was playing professional players in the Olympics, and the Americans were playing the amateurs. Even though the amateurs was really good, because back in the day, obviously the collegiate players played 3 4 years almost, so they were developed really well, had great coaching. Some of the best coaches in the country and the world were in the collegiate level, and so when they sent that team out, but they were young. So you're playing against grown men, it makes a difference, and um, that's one of the reasons why they created that dream team. But the other one, obviously, was to expand to the world for the NBA. That was another big plan from David Stern, and he got his wish on that. But now, just the competition has gotten so much better. Um, you know, I don't think it's a it can't be a threat. This I don't know what you think, Cole. That they could lose this summer, but I mean I think they'll pull it out. But um, it's it's a chance they could lose this summer. I'm trying to see my man's name. I had it. I had it. I had it. Um, where are we at here? Okay, I know the see. You see the 17-year-old Kuman Mulak. What's the guy's name? I'm trying to find it. I don't know if you can see it, Cole. If you let me know if you find it first. Um, oh yeah, 17-year-old. He a beast, and he's going to what do you say? He's going to like Duke or something. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay, I think I found it. Uh, Carlik Jones. Carlik Jones. Yep, I know he didn't have like a crazy name. I just couldn't think of it. Um, yeah, he was balling, man, and yeah, come on. But Carlik Jones was the one I was talking about. Um, that let me see if I can tap this on here. The Carlik Jones is the gentleman I'm talking about that was balling too for the South Sudan team. But yeah, and Mario Sayak. Um, yeah, man, the world done caught up, and it's crazy. You know, we talk about it in the NBA all the time. How they're taking over the league, and now of course, in the Olympic Games, we saw the men's didn't win a gold or anything, or didn't medal at all in this last World Game. So it's just showing you. And then we talking about the World Games here. Did you see the women's game and the All Star game? That was crazy too. Team USA versus the WNBA All Stars. That was a crazy game too. Your girl Rika went off. It almost felt like, yeah, it almost felt like they felt snubbed and just trying to the beast on them. But it really shows you how talented those women are in the WNBA. If they're able to beat the best collective of selected women for Team USA that's going to represent the world, and they beat them pretty good. I mean, they didn't blow them out or nothing, but they were in that game. Yeah, yeah. I remember you was talking about it. Rika was your favorite. As soon as she was going off, I was like, dang, she you know what I'm saying? I know that's Cole's what you call it. You got these trolls in the building. I see that too. Um, yeah, but Rika, she went balling, and Angel did well. Of course, uh, Caitlin Clark's was set a what was it? Almost a set a assist record. Yeah, it just shows you how deeply talented that the WNBA is, and they're still on their side um, better than the world. I don't know how come it's such a balance of power shift between the two, the men and the women's side. But yeah, the men's side, definitely the world is caught up considerably. But on the women's side, the Team USA probably still going to win handily for the women. But yeah, as far as the league itself, it just shows you there's a lot of depth. They only got 12 teams. They're going to expand to 14. And I know Angel was pushing for, I think, Florida and Houston to get a team or something like that, or Texas, another Texas team out there. But it's just crazy, you know, the balance and power between the men's side and the women's side, both in the league and in the world. But yeah, man. Beyond that, it's been a pretty good weekend. Did you catch any guys catch that fight between Jake Paul and what's his name, bare knuckle fighter? Perry. That was crazy. What you call it? Looked like a freaking super heavyweight against him. As soon as I cut it on, like man, he looked like a middleweight versus a super heavyweight. All that size difference. I think that Paul need to fight a real boxer. He's fighting guys from MMA. Yeah, Mike Perry. They keep fighting these MMA guys, and they can fight. They can fight. Cole. Those guys can fight. But it's a difference when you fight when you're boxing and you're doing mixed martial arts. It's a whole different style. And when you're in that boxing ring, um, you gotta show and prove. So when when what's his name? Paul fought Fury's brother, he lost. Two boxers fighting each other. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen when he fights Mike Tyson. Yeah, he lost. Yeah, he lost. He fought. He lost. Shout out to Fortune. He lost to Tyson Fury's brother, Tommy Fury, and went to the decision, but he lost. And again, he fighting guys that he's bigger than, and you know, it's entertaining. I like entertainment. We all do. Yeah, yeah. MMA and boxing, they're completely different. They're complete. We just saw it with Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua. I still think that Fury kind of took him for granted when he so Ngannou won that fight against Fury, but when he took someone that took it serious and was ready for him, he dropped him, easily. So yeah, it's just two different styles. If you flip the script and he put Anthony Joshua in MMA, he would get killed, But yeah, but boxing, I want to see him fight a legit boxer. Can we get Canelo? Like, let him fight Canelo for real. Let's see what happens. How you think that would go, Cole? If he fought Canelo, I think Canelo would beat him in the first two rounds easily. Um, it's crazy that he won't. Now he's fighting Mike Tyson. Obviously, Mike is old enough to be his dad. Um, Yeah, Joshua put that boy. He did. That punch was so crazy and fast. Um, yeah, Mike Tyson is old enough to be his dad. Now, I wouldn't want to take a punch from Mike Tyson, obviously, but when you got a um, conditioned athlete, not even in his 30s, he's trained for boxing for the last I'm thinking at least 5 or more years. He's got some skills now. I'm not going to take that away from him, but um, it's interesting to see if Mike. I don't want nothing to happen to Mike. I will root for him to win because Mike is my guy. But it's still that's a big age difference. We talking 30 plus years. He just had another health issue, but there's also some stipulations where I hear that Mike can't hit him and all this type of stuff. I think it might be more of a stage fight and it'll go to like the draw or something. But we'll see. I got to see what happens with that. I'm interested to see what's going to go. Was it November? Um, Canelo KOs him in two flat. Yeah, he might be quicker. He say Fortune say he's bigger than Canelo. Yeah, he is. He is bigger than Canelo, but Canelo um can he's got enough size on him where I think he can deal with him. And number two, he knows how to box for real. So I don't know if you saw the fight where Floyd Mayweather fought his brother Logan. Logan is bigger than Floyd Mayweather. But if you watched it, Floyd KO'd him in the middle of the ring. I don't know if you saw that. He knocked him out. He held him up so they can keep the fight going. He he would have got knocked out. I don't know if you saw that. He grabbed him, danced with him, got him back. Woke him up, and then because they got to put on a show for all of us, the fans, and there's probably some stipulations in the contract, which is one thing I think that's on for Mike Tyson is he has to for every round he gets paid more and more money, so he can't just knock him out. Or either well for Mike's side, I don't know about for Jake Paul, but yeah, for Floyd, he knocked Logan out in the middle of the ring and held him up. Um, he, Too flat. What would I say? He way bigger, height and weight up. Clarissa, she fighting this weekend, I think. Clarissa said, "Jake." Andre retired, ain't he? Yeah, retired. That I don't know if Andre will come out of retirement for that. I mean, he'll beat him easily. He'll beat Jake easily. I don't know if he'll come out of retirement for it though. Um, it is an exhibition or whatever. But for Logan, he said he's using it for wins and losses, so it's not. I mean, Jake, both of them, they were using it for wins and losses, so it's not fake for them. Um, I think that who else could he go after? Shoot, let him fight Terrence Crawford. Let him fight Terrence Crawford. That's a huge payday. It'll put some more prestige and because one thing I can give to them Logan brothers is they did make the sport brighter lights and everything. So the celebrity or big name boxing or whatever, I give them props for that. I don't know what their money is or how much they're really getting paid because Dana White was questioning how much they're really getting paid. He's thinking that it's not true numbers or whatever, but also he's got a bone to pick with them too, so he could just be kind of what is it being petty. Um, but yeah, but still, they brought a lot of attention to the sport and making it exciting, and then of course the sport of boxing this last year, almost two, they've been putting on some great fights, fighting each other, and there's rumors of even more big fights coming. We just seen Tank and is it Lomachenko just the deal didn't go through, but at least they're doing what they can to get the big fights on the docket. Um, Charles mentioned. Okay, whatever. Uh Andre said he's up for it. Oh shoot. All right. I seen him in the ring. He was sparring with Terrence Crawford. He still looks in pretty good shape. I think when you're a great fighter like that, unless you're just tired of competition totally, you probably stay in pretty good shape. I remember Lennox Lewis a few years back was saying he was still staying in the ring a little. I don't know if he's still doing it now, but they stay in there kind of, it's repetition. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see him go in there and if he can pull if Logos or Jake pull that off, his stock could go way up. He's talking about trying to be a cruiserweight champion. That would help him tremendously, but I don't think it's gonna go the way he thinks it's gonna go. He's a good, Ward's a great champion, great fighter. Um, Turkey Al Sheik, he didn't like that match. Why do you say he didn't like it? Um, he didn't promote that one, did he? Cole, and I see Serrano won too. She got back on the Amanda Serrano got back on the board of winning last night as well. I missed her fight, but I got to see Jake's fight. Um, yeah, why he say he didn't like that match? Let me know. Turk Al Sheik, he's spending that money. He's doing everything to get these big fights together. He's doing what he can to try to get Canelo versus was it Benavidez? He's trying to make that happen. Um, yeah, I mean, I understand it. He says a disgrace to boxing. I get it. It's it putting on those fights, it does kind of. But I mean, does it stain the regular boxers weren't fighting each other? So I mean, they're starting to do it now. But I mean, when they got into it, they brought a buzz back to the sport, which I think actually helped benefit it because people wanted to see boxing again overall. But yeah, I mean, I get it, because it's not real competition, so to speak, and he's kind of put more of a show on it because he knows he's fighting people that he can pretty much beat, and not, he's ducking as they putting the duck sauce on it. So yeah, I mean, the only way to do that is Turk. Hey, Turk, you got that money, so go ahead, put up a fight. Yeah, put up a fight, put up the money, and get him a fight. The fight that you want on the fighter that you want to fight. Because Turk Al can spend the money, so Get a fighter that you want to fight and go over to what is it? Dubai, where they normally fight at? Saudi. Go over there, put up that big card like he put up great cards, great fights, and let's see what happens. Uh, I think that it'll be interesting to see whether he can hold his own in the ring with some legitimate guys. And of course, the most talented ones, I still think he's a ways away. He has to, continue to develop. But him, Saudi, yep, um, it's a ways away for him to be against the top tier fighters, and for him, it helps fighting and having these matches repetition, but do you really get better if you're not fighting tougher competition every time? Working your way up. When he fought Tommy, I'm like, okay, well, he lost, but you know, at least you're fighting someone that is up in the same stratosphere or a little bit better than you. And the next time you come out, you can avenge that loss or get better in your next fight, which I still think he should avenge his loss to Tommy at some point. But if he's going to take it serious, but it's a money game too. How serious he is about fighting or being a true champion, so to speak, I don't know. But we know he's getting paper, he's getting bread, and respect the hustle. Um, they build it from the bottom, and I'm sure they've got quite a bit of financial success off of this. The side businesses, whatever they're into. I know his brother had the prime drink he's into. I know that's doing very well, and I know he's going to fight. If Canelo came to the table, I do think, or Andre Ward, I think he would fight him. You don't think so? I think he might. I think he might. Well, Caleb is a name, but do you think he's big enough to fight that he would want to fight him? See, we know he names guys that have big names. Even Pereira, he has a bigger name. He's got a bigger name than Plant, in my opinion. You think so, Cole? I think he looks at the names and wants to build up that financial base, that marketing base. Of course, Mike Tyson, the one of the, even though he's older, he's still one of the biggest names ever in the world. He's one of the most famous people um, ever. So, putting that name being next to Mike is going to elevate him. He's not going to be elevated if he beats him up, but still, people gonna know him because he was with Mike Tyson. Um, Caleb too young. He only fight older dudes. Um, yeah, I mean, I know Caleb. I know him, but I don't know if I mean, as far as the financial and the marketing, they probably could still pull it off. But I mean, Pereira or Canelo or we said Andre Ward, Crawford at this point, I think his name is big enough to where he'll be like, "Hey, give me that fight." Um, what you call it's too small, even though I still think he'll beat him. Tank Davis, because Tank can get a little bit bigger if he wanted to. But yeah, shoot, Ryan Garcia, right? Let him fight Ryan. Let him fight Ryan. That'd be a perfect fight right there. Perfect. Ryan is a huge name. He's got a great following. We know he could pack up the weight because he came in that fight against what's my man? Wow, I'm forgetting his name. Haney, Devin Haney. He came in that fight like like a light heavyweight and put the work on him. But yeah, Ryan Garcia versus Jake Paul. They should do that. Turkey Alashi could put that. He could Turkey Alashi could put that fight together. Whoever, what's his name, Hearns or the Zone. The Zone could put that fight together. That'll be a great fight. I don't know if Ryan's a free agent in the promotions game. No, he's still with he's still with what you call it. What's his name? Not Pretty Boy. Golden Boy. Golden Boy Promotions. Yeah, I think Ryan will kill him. Um, I think once he gets true that because Jay got a little pop on his punch too, but yeah, Golden Boy, yeah, Jay got some pop in his punch, but Ryan got more. He knows it, so it'll be nice to see that. Um, yeah, but yeah, let's see what happens, man. That fight was crazy. You want the what is it? They stopped the fight later. He didn't he didn't knock him out because what's his name? Perry has got a pretty good chin, even though he was getting killed. But again, Turk Al Sheikh said it's an embarrassment, but at the same token, it is brings eyeballs to the sport. How many people actually went on social media was clicking on it? How many people bought the fight? How many people was in bought the tickets? How many the social engagements were there? And I'm sure he's probably outdone some of the fights that they're putting on as far as the engagement farming. But yeah, it's needed in a sense. But if you really want him to take it to that next level, put the money up and it'll change everything. And then, I still think there's a market for it. I think even if he was to lose to a bigger fighter at this point, he can go back to doing what he was doing and people will still pay attention. It might take a little bit of the stock down, but he'll be able to still market his fights and probably go after some newer, younger celebrity fighters and promote them up in the game as well. But it's a hustle either way. Um, but yeah, it was entertaining. If you didn't see it, I'm sure you could watch it somehow on the net or go buy it on the zone. I'm sure they still charging full price. um, but yeah, as far as what I got also got posted, I talked about just briefly on excuse me, um, President Joe Biden is stepping down from the political race for president. We saw this happening, or it was rumored for a while, at least within the last couple of weeks, that people kept saying he need to step down, and he finally did it. If you've been watching him, he didn't look fully, let's say, healthy in his right state, and it was probably the best thing to do for the party. No matter who you vote for, you should vote. And yeah, he's already promoted. I mean, endorsed Kamala Harris, which is what I thought. Like in the sense of if you've seen him, there's no way in these however long he been his faculty's been like this that he's been doing stuff on his own. Your vice president is helping, and of course everybody else on the staff and positions are helping as well. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't just him. They probably had him. He had to be the face and all that stuff, but there's no way he was doing stuff solo for this time being while he's been under whatever he's going through. But yeah, he's endorsed him. Quite a few other people have shown support. Hillary Clinton's endorsed her, and now we'll see what happens. It's kind of crazy as late in the game to be making this change on either side. Um, Whatever party, especially the main two, Republican, Democrat, you're making a change in the what? This like the third quarter basically of the game, and I can't recall ever this happening in my lifetime. But maybe it was a ploy. Maybe it was a ploy. Maybe they knew they were going to have him step down at some point, and because now those slander campaigns and all that stuff is not going to be as harsh as it would have been if you had a full how many year or so to campaign against her. Now you only got so much time to do it, and they've got all the evidence on or slander on Trump if they want to. But on her side, there's only so much you can do in this amount of time to go at her super crazy. You still can do it, but it's just not as much time as it would have been. And I see she's already getting I seen a $45 million to her campaign already. Like they're putting up the money. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Not shocking, but shocking. Because again, I've never seen this happen this late in a campaign. Someone steps aside and they were, probably had a shot to win it. Um, but of course, with the political debate, I don't know. Did they even have to do that? Could they just have like not did any of those debates and like he just ran ads and did little rallies and let people go to the polls and vote for him? That's what I would have tried to have done to my political strategy if I could have. I don't know if he's required to do that, but yeah, it didn't look good for him. But yeah, Joe Biden's out, and it looks like it's going to be Kamala. I forgot. Yeah, yeah, but he's gonna have some jokes. I ain't gonna lie. Trump be having some because he could have been a comedian in his past lifetime. He is quick witted, um, just off the cuff. Um, yeah, is the debate part of it though. He ain't gonna win that for sure. He ain't gonna win that. But it's gonna be very interesting to see that. And again, we all got to get out there, make our choice, whatever you part of your life with, even independent or whatever. Just get out there and make a choice. And this stuff dictates how everything happens in our livelihood. So, but yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. Nothing major. I don't think I got anything else for right now. Um, I want to touch on the World Games for sure. The women and the men's. Very interesting to see what's going to happen there. I know the men's got another game or two before the real competition starts. Um, yeah, let me see if there's anything else. Oh, I got to talk about wrestling real quick. Um, my guy, Dolph Ziggler, he calls himself Nick Nemeth now. I think that's his real name too. But won the TNA World Championship last night at Slammiversary. It's awesome, man. He got released from WWE. They didn't treat him right either, man. I see him being a superstar in WWE, and they never put the mantle on his back. He had the look, he had the moves, he had the mic game, and they never would push him. And they would always. He's a great wrestler. Like he's one of those guys that you can put a subpar wrestler in the ring with him, and he'll make him look great because he's that great. But he's got it since he's left. He's the world champion. He went to Mexico, won one of their main belts, and he went to Japan and won one of their main belts. So he's having a great independent run right now. And if he does ever go back to the main company, which he probably will at some point, man, they're gonna have to push him at least to one championship run. He's still young enough for it. So shout out to Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler getting that championship. Well deserved, and I know he's gonna have a great run with it. And yeah, that's about it. I appreciate everybody that's joined this live sports game vision. Shout out to everybody. My guy Code, Leka Leka Land. Make sure you go to his page, all his pages, and subscribe. And of course, on here, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, smash, smash, smash. Um, like we playing Fruit Ninjas. Um, Hit it up because it helps the channel grow. And also, we got Lakerland. That's our other platform. Go there to all social medias. And of course, all my social medias is Sports Game Vision or SGV Talk. That's on Twitter. And I just got a playback room starting. So I'm going to go on there more often as well. Please go subscribe to that. And we're going to do some work on there. And beyond that, I'm gonna be jumping back on this. YouTube is this is family right here. That's like your brother, your sibling, your favorite cousin. That's what the YouTube is like. But beyond that, we'll be back. Shout out to everybody. Have a good evening, and we'll be back. Peace.